Who have decided to be here with me today. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Kenyatta here, and yes, darling, yes, we're gonna be getting into the things, okay? I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my experience being a part of my very first lock competition, okay? Curls, Kinks, and Culture of Atlanta, Georgia, ckcatl, Talia Wajid, and the Talia Wajid brand hosted a lock competition September the 24th, okay, at the CKC Festival. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience, my thoughts, and my opinion on how things went, okay? And we're going to get right into it, okay? So at the morning of September the 24th, all of the contestants had to come down to where the festival was going to be and register for the lock competition, okay? Everyone came down at 8:30. I came down, registered. Before I left, I took the opportunity to check out the competition area where we would be finishing our styles, okay? And the first thing that I noticed is that we were outside. We were going to be doing hair outside. The second thing that I noticed is that there was a tent over the competition area. However, it did not cover the entire competition area, just like a little small part of it. So most of the stylists were going to literally be in the sun doing hair. So we could come back at 10:30 after the registration and set up our little area in the competition space where we would be finishing our looks. So I came back at 10:30 and set up my little area, you know, and everything was numbered with your competitor number. And I set up my little area. I was competitor number 10. And then the agenda, the first thing on the agenda for the lock competition was called the first walk, okay? It was the first walk where the models will be showcasing the unfinished look, okay? The unfinished hairstyle, because you could come to the competition with 75% of your hair, or 3/4 of your hairstyle done, okay? And that's how I came with 3/4 of my style completed. We originally had an hour to complete our style, but then they changed it to an hour and a half, okay? Y'all, I dropped the ball on this first walk, okay? And let me tell you why. In my mind, it was just a misunderstanding. In my mind, I'm thinking the first walk is the first walk. Like, they have to walk and showcase the unfinished look. And initially when I read it, the first time I read it, I was like, why are they going to like walk with the unfinished look? It don't make no sense. But that's what I was thinking. So what it really meant was the judges will be walking around the competition area at a specific time to check out the unfinished look. So the whole time I'm thinking that the models are actually going to leave the competition area and go do a first walk on the stage, so that the judges could see the unfinished look. This is what I was thinking, y'all. And during the first walk, y'all, and I didn't find this out until after the fact, okay? My model, my little sister, I had the style covered. It was covered with a scarf during the first walk. I just wanted to cry, okay? Because I don't see how that went over my head, yo. It did. It went over my head, and I'm like, bruh. So I know that during the first walk, I ain't get no type of recognition points locks, whatever, however they was judging it, however they was ranking it, I know mine was 0 on the first walk. Because they couldn't even see the style. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I have to move on, okay? Girl, you live and you learn. I'm like, bruh, I was so irked, like, bruh, like how? And I didn't realize this till after the lock competition, y'all. Somebody come get her. Somebody come get her. Anywho, I think that was my first hiccup, okay? And a learning experience. Definitely my first hiccup because I don't feel like the judges got a good look at my unfinished look. Of course they didn't, because it was covered with a scarf. So they really didn't get to get in there and see the details of the style and the lock styling techniques that I used to create this style. And they didn't get an opportunity to, I guess, talk to me about the style. And it ain't nobody's fault but my own, because I misunderstood it. I never did a lock competition before, so I definitely learned. Yo, anyway, I'm gonna move past this. I'm gonna keep rambling on about that. So now we're gonna get into the part of the experience that was a little, just a whole lot of going on. There's a whole lot of going on, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to who won, okay? I'm not sure who won the #1 spot, because once they announced the runners-up, you know, the competition was pretty much over for everyone else. So you could like leave if you wanted to, you could hang around if you wanted to, but we just cleaned up our area and we just kind of like went on about our way because the competition was over for us. And you know, we didn't win and we didn't get placed, and that's okay. It's a competition, you know, everybody wanted to win. But you know, I found out after the fact who the 2nd and 3rd place winner was, because it was a whole lot of going on after the fact. But I do think the 2 people who I think was the #1 spot, both of these people, their lock style wasn't the model's hair. Okay, let me explain. Their lock styles were huge hair pieces. Both of these hair pieces were very neat. They looked really good. Like, kudos. They were nice hair pieces. They were huge. But the hair pieces was the style. The hair pieces was the style. And that's it. It wasn't the model's actual hair. They put the hair piece on top of the head, took the real hair of the model and like wrapped it around to secure the hair piece on top of the model's head. So the bulk of your style is not even your model's hair. It's a hair piece. That's not a lock style, bro. That's not a lock style, bro. That is a hair piece. I'm not sure the thought process of the judges, but it was a hair piece. The hair piece was the style. The actual locks of the person wasn't the style. The locks were just an anchor for the style. I'm just gonna leave that where it's at, because maybe the judges thought that my style was a hair piece too, or that I had all of these additions to my style, because my style was amazing. It was very different, and it was 100, not gonna say 100%, it was 95% my model's hair. I had one hair piece, okay, that was a part of my style, okay? In the Eye of Horus, if you know what it looks like, that one part that hang down, that has a triangle at the bottom, that was the only hair piece that I used. And we were allowed to use hair pieces, but it couldn't cover more than 30% of the head, okay? And those hair pieces, they were sitting right on top of the head, and that was the whole style, okay? I don't get that part. So, the second place winner, okay, which I know who the second place was at first. The second place winner, they did this fire and ice theme. Everyone did amazing, by the way. But this particular theme for their show, it was just like faux locks. Long faux locks to the floor. I mean, dragging the floor faux locks. In the back of the head of their models, there were two of them. Long faux locks, like dragging the floor faux locks, okay? It was like a half up, half down type of situation, but the back was just super long faux locks down to the floor, girl, to the floor. Dragging the floor, okay? And the top of the head of those two models wasn't much done to it, okay? Wasn't much done to it. One of the models had two ponytails with some faux locks wrapped around it, and the model's hair was actually short, so the hair was kind of sticking like this out of the faux locks that was wrapped around it, and then it was the long faux locks dragging the floor in the back. Like the back was completely faux locked. The other model just had like this crown on their head, so you really couldn't see anything at the top of the head. The crown was really, you know, it was a lot going on. It was like an ice crown. It was, and the back of the head was just super long faux locks that dragged the floor. That was second place. The third place was a young man who had done his style in the competition area from, he did his entire style in the competition area, okay? So he really showcased his creativity and he executed it perfectly. The style looked amazing, okay? Shouts out to that brother. He deserved to be placed. His style was not a hairpiece, okay? Nor was it faux locks, all right? But he placed third place, and he didn't appreciate the fact that faux locks beat him or placed before him, because he actually used his model's real hair. And I don't even think he used hair pieces at all. There was a few little jewelry accents on his style, but for the most part, his style was 100% his model's hair, and it looked good. I understood his frustration for being placed third behind someone who used faux locks. Like, most of their style was just faux locks. So that made me also think, like, what was they thinking? Like, I'm not getting it. Because how faux locks play second? And I know y'all saw what I saw. My eyes work. It wasn't much going on at the top of those faux locks. It wasn't much going on at the top. Whatever. So he contested it. The young man contested the fact that the faux locks placed second and he placed third. And he felt like he should have been placed ahead of the faux locks in second place. What was interesting is that he went live and he shared his opinion and how he felt about it. And moving fast forward, they ended up retracting the second place from the young lady who did faux locks and placing him into the second place. So he was recrowned second place, okay? So that was kind of weird. That was kind of like, that was a little bit of drama, a whole lot. It was a whole lot right there. So that's what happened. So that's pretty much the overall of how it went as far as the winners and the judging and everything like that. Girl, listen. Like I said, I think everyone did an amazing job. Everyone brought their A game and came and did what needed to be done. I'm not sure how they were judging. I'm not sure what was going on in that department. But hair pieces took the show. Faux locks placed second. And then they placed third, I guess, because young brother was like, no, No, how faux locks come be for real locks? It's a lock competition. Anyway, I digress. Okay, I will be doing more lock styling competitions, y'all, because I ain't know, girl. I ain't know, but now I know. Now I know. And yeah, I'm on the lookout. I'm on the lookout. So if y'all come across any lock styling competitions, send them to me. DM me on Instagram and send them to me. Okay? I think that's all that I have to share about my experience of the lock styling competition or the lock competition. It definitely didn't seem to be about the lock styling itself. Okay? Hair pieces took the show. Anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Comment down below and let me know what y'all think, okay, about this video. Subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you never miss a video from your girl. Share this video with anyone you know with locks, your sister, mama, cousin, and them. Any locticians you know seeking lock styling inspiration, okay? Let them know what we're doing over here at Earthfloss by Kenyatta, where we style outside the box. It's your girl Kenyatta here. Peace.